Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be playing The Outer Worlds, a game I recently just picked up through Xbox Game Pass, and so far so good. I really dig it. I have only played a little bit. I'm barely into the game. I'm pretty much on the first mission. Unfortunately, with games like these, there's so many different little side quests that can get you, and I've already gotten bitten a little bit through the side quest bug. I worked with, where's she at? This chick, Pavardi. I had her jump in with me and I already did a couple little things with her, but the main thing is I'm supposed to go to this town and cut their power off, because if I cut their power off, they'll be able to survive, or this town will be able to get all these people from the competing town to come back and work, and we'll see what they have to say. So alright. But yeah, so far I really dig this game. I've been building out my character as like sort of a combat medic almost. You know, he's good with guns, he has mechanical skills, and, you know, some medical skills. But, you know, that's mainly where he's at. I'm not making him much of a melee fighter, and he's also going to be good verbally. Oh, nice, a plasma rifle. There we go. Sounds like fun. You know, it's funny, that was the first thing I actually did when I got my first perk. My first perk for this guy was extending his carrying capacity, because I know that I'm just a klepto and I take everything in these games. So I knew that I needed to up my carrying capacity. What? I want that thing on my side. What we got here? Alright, I'll skim through this real quick. Just sneaking parts out. Flying death machine, love it. Let's see, modular, a few hours of experimentation. Alright. Now we got all that under wraps here. Anything else? Does not look like it. Alright. See what else is out there. Yeah, it's tough with these games because you want to pick everything up. You want to, expose yourself to everything. You want to experiment with everything. You know, there's just so much to do in these games. So, what is that? Toss ball card. Toss ball. Yeah, one of the things I'll probably have to do in my spare time is just goof around with all the different play settings, because I really haven't. There's certain pieces of the controls I know that I probably missed on one of the tutorials, unfortunately, so I kind of need to redo it a little bit, or not redo it, but go through the tutorials a little bit. For instance, like with the medical stuff, I've got, well, let's equip that. You know, I've got these, but I don't know how to access these instead of just using this. So, oh wait a minute, activates all slotted consumables simultaneous. Ah, great. Should have known this from the beginning. Okay, that makes more sense. Wow. That, alright, well. Good thing my character's smart, because I'm not, crushing it over here. Oh, let's see what's in this spot. So yeah, I'm just scavenging as much stuff as I can. But we'll see when I go to this next town if I decide to steal their power or not. I haven't really decided yet. Oh, there we go. Bit cartridges. Yeah, so far so good. This is a really fun game. I like the way that they do the animations for the characters when they talk to you. It's not the most well acted, but it's really fun. The animation style, the art style, everything about this game is really fun. And I love that even though this is sort of a Fallout spiritual successor, they went with a different theme for the setting, or I guess basically a different setting. But I like that they did that, where it's this space scene that's got a different feel to it. I like that. I like that they weren't like, okay, we're just going to do another post-apocalyptic thing and basically just do another Fallout. I like that they tried to do a little bit of their own spin on it. And Obsidian, they've had a bit of a sordid past. There's a lot of games that they had issues with, not finishing and stuff like that.
Move along,
It's
stranger.
good to see them finally
don't want
do
any trouble.
a game that's all theirs, because they usually kind of just pick up and finish other people's games. So, all right, what does this chick have to say?
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Well, that's real nice.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Well, how about a second one?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on ya.
Because this lady thinks it's her camp.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Well, look at you, buzzing around the aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest. I'll tell you what I can.
Alright, let's see what's up with this Zoe.
Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skills far as I can tell. Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
This chick's a little creepy
Little
here.
ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. What is it?
Cool. Let's roll here. Alright. Let's talk to Adelaide and see what's up. There we go.
Oh gosh. If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
All right.
I have been called
Almost
that among
perfect
other
here.
things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed-out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Alright, so looks like she threw a little wrench in it. Gotta choose between one or the other. Let's see. Before I make a decision, go talk to some of these townspeople and see how they're living.
He
If
used
they
to
live like
follow me around
shit,
before he left the
then,
cannery.
probably not gonna save them. Let's see here. guy outside or something now? Well, let's talk to this guy, see what's up.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things
Some of the
safe out
acting in
here?
this game is a little suspect.
How you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town. Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. No kidding! Really? Well, which one? Look at that! Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
Alright, looks like I got a little friend over here. The friend zone guy's become my homie now. See what's up. Oh, so he's just some rando dude. What's this guy got to say?
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
That's what most men think about journaling. Alright.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial, Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Hey, I got time.
Alright, let's trade it up with this dude.
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Alrighty. Yeah, let's definitely sell some stuff because I got stuff to sell. these. There's so many assault rifles. Alright. Not really much to sell there. And let's see. I got these I could sell. I'm not going to let you buy a new spaceship. Alright, I'll sell that. And that. And I'll sell that guy too. Alright, I'll sell those and we'll call it good there. Is this his little spot? Alright. Okay. So, let's see where I'm at for the map here. Divert power from the geothermal plant, or divert power from the cannery. I am about free market, so maybe I'll do the botanical. Maybe I'll keep them. Power regulators in both the Edgewater Cannery and the Botanical Lab, but neither can be removed unless power is routed away from them. Travel to the region's geothermal plant and route the power away from one of the locations. Okay. Well, I do have... I might do this side quest. Let's see. Collect Conrad's gravesite fees. Phyllis, Abernathy, Ludwig. Let's divert power and we'll go from there. Let's see if... Sorry guys, I'm hitting the map like crazy here. Oh yeah, let's go over from the community center. Yeah, this game is, I like the way they do it. The way the communication works, the amount of exploration. It really does feel a lot like playing Fallout 3, but I like the way that people communicate, and it's cool that, you know, you have these partners with you, like I have her, and then if she's with me, there's different dialogue stuff that comes up based on the fact that she's with me. I think that's really, really cool. This is a good way to do that as an RPG, so... I feel like there's going to be marauders, but you never know. Alright, got the geothermal plant discovered here. Alright, man, who's going to get power and who isn't?
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Yep, I bet you did. Well, problem is I can't. Dude's just dead. Alright, so I gotta figure out how to get this going. Jump over the top. Oh, alright. I gotta get inside somehow.
Sys sweeping.
Incoming! Unexpected noise identified. Investigating.
Oh, jeez. Where's my person? Where'd she go? Did she just run through the wall? Oh, yeah, I guess she did. And I died. Nah. Well, that was dumb. Let's continue. She just ran through the wall? What's she thinking? Can't just run through the wall. Alright. Let's try this again. Alright. Let's try this again. And this time... Oh, that's right. This time we're not going to die. I don't know why she went running through the front door like a goof. It's not the way to go. Alright. Geoplant discovered. Well, it wants me to sneak and everything, but
I
I
always
gotta
wanted
figure
to poke around in here.
out how to get inside of this thing. Oh, there we go. Of course. Should have figured that out the first time.
Processing.
Take that.
That's the last of them.
All right. Got to keep her alive. Nice. Get some armor parts. We'll have to see which town's going to get shut down. I don't know if it's going to be Bowler Hat Boy or if it's going to be... Oh, nice. Flywheel. Or if it's going to be Green Thumb. How good is this sawed off? That's at 100%. 100%. I think I had one that was like... Oh yeah, 5%. This is a sawed off? Yeah. So let's take that guy out and put that guy in. I have the plasma rifle, but not necessarily sure what I can do with this guy yet, because I don't think I have ammo for it. Alright, back right in the front. Don't die. Yeah, I feel like she's just walking right into it. There we go. Can I get anything off these dudes after? There we go. Oh, who's shooting me? Nice. And I'm out of ammo.
We made it!
It's too bad I didn't get any good ammo for the assault rifle. Alright, let's see what's up here. See that combat drone, man. I want one for myself. Just seeing that dude's little email he left behind. Alright, I think might be some bodies over here. Nice. I like that I can load up too, since I up my inventory amount here. Where am I sitting at right now? 52? I like that stuff doesn't weigh too much. I felt like in Fallout some of the stuff weighed a little too much considering how much crap you like to carry. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the gun, man. Alright. Who's getting the power and who's getting cut? Who's getting cut from the inheritance? I'll have to see here. Ooh, I can sell some stuff. Alrighty, let's sell some stuff here. Is that the assault rifle? Oh yeah, let's get rid of that earlier sawed-off shotgun. That thing's crap. It's 44, 73. Sell that. 100, 100. Don't really need two of them. Alright. Got anything else? feel like where's some armor? Ooh, this is cool stuff. 170. Oh dang, I've got a ton of bits. 10 armor, 17 armor. Yeah, dude, let's buy this thing. This thing's awesome. Yeah, how much is this guy? 400? It's only a 4 armor. It's armor level 9. Let's see what I got on. Yeah, let's put that on. Because that is way cooler. So this is a 9 armor. Makeshift low pressure suit. Plus 5 to tech skills. How do these work? Armor 4, armor 9, level 2, level 1. Alright, this one's cheaper. Hack plus 7. Stealth skills. Armor type skill bonus. This could be useful.
The control room should...
Alright. So that's armor 9, hack plus 7, tech skills plus 5. Makeshift low pressure. This makes him look kind of like a plus 7, tech skills plus 5. We'll
Be
go
off
with
to
this.
the
It's
right.
kind of fun.
I hope we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the right thing. She's probably not going to be too happy since I'm going to be probably cutting off the power to the town she hangs out in. But, you know. Oh.
Everyone all right? You took one down!
Yeah, of course I did. I've been taking them down since we got here, you goof. Let's go with the shotgun. Transition to Emerald Vale. Oh, that just goes outside. Now, let's see if we can get some gear. Come on now. There we go. Give me something for my troubles. Alright. See what we got here.
Nice.
Didn't need that ammo. Oh, I don't have enough for that. Boo. That sucks. Really was hoping I could hack into that. Alright. Dervish, whatever that thing is.
Processing to investigate.
Incoming!
Oh, okay, something on that rope.
Rocket through!
So the combat in this isn't too bad. It's actually pretty good for an RPG game. In fact, I think the combat in this feels better than the Fallout games, personally. I think that this game, they've done a lot of stuff right. And I'm excited to get into it. I'm barely in it, I'm already digging it, so let's see how it goes. Alright, got anything else good in here? Of course I don't have enough of those gimmicks. 24 out of 30. You know, I have a feeling that if I switch my armor, what does this do? Lockpick plus 5? Oh yeah. Oh! Dang. Let's see. Melee weapon. 7. Alright, let's see if this works. Oh, it still doesn't work. I like that helmet though, it's kind of fun. It's armor 17 and this is only an armor 9. This is interesting because it makes you kind of jump around with different gear to be able to get what you want. Alright. I'll save my lockpick stuff for later. That's another thing. I mean, it sucks to not have enough of those little plugs to unlock everything, but I do like that you kind of have to pick and choose what you want to lockpick and not lockpick.
Unexpected.
I'm feeling that hurts.
Beginning security.
Incoming! Can't get past the armor!
Don't die on me, buddy.
We're not getting through!
There we go. Woo! Took long enough. Alright. See if we get any ammo back for my good old rifle here. I like this thing a lot better than the shotgun. The shotgun's pretty weak, unfortunately. Alright, so we can revert power to either one. Let's see what's up. Oh, where'd she go? Can't really see how this works. Maybe through this? It's gotta be through here. Okay. I'm gonna keep shotgun until I know.
System. Performing.
Here they come!
Sweet now.
It's too strong! Hit it with something else! Bouncing out! Nice one!
There we go.
Try something else!
Oh, alright, seem to not like that. Oh, that's a big thing like that. See if I can help with Artie out here. And she's alright. Alrighty. Yeah. The shotgun just works with more damage than the assault rifle, even though assault rifle's hard to get ammo for. Alright, let's save here real quick. Just in case something happens.
Go away, Phantom!
What? Is there somebody in here?
You're not real. You're not real.
What? There's a dude in here?
Mud and steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Yeah, let's not go that way. Let's
Go away, Phantom.
see if I can get down and talk to this guy, see what his deal is. There's a lot of options in this game. That's another thing I really like too, is all the options and
You're not real. You're
different
not
little
real.
people you can run into. I mean, it definitely can get burdened with fetch quests if you're not careful, but I really dig the way they approach it.
Get away!
Well, clearly I'm not going anywhere, so...
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot! Scram! You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting. Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. You mean, why did the Mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the Mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the Mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Alrighty, let's see what we can do with this passcode and see if we can adjust these people. Oh, come on now. Alright, well, guess I'm gonna go back up. Yeah, even though there are a lot of different little side quests and stuff, and fetch quests, whatever you want to call them, I feel like the way that they're laid out in this, they do a good job of making it feel a little fresh. Like, I don't feel burden by doing this extra quest, and that's a testament to the design of this game. I think it's really good, so I've been happy with it so far. Hopefully continues. Let's see if we can find this other room he's talking about with the terminal. Maybe it's in here. No. This must be the terminals, I'm assuming. Shoot, is she dead? Oh. Spacer's Choice found a flaw in you. Flaw tutorial. During your adventures, things may happen to your character that can trigger a flaw offer. Taking the flaw is optional, but doing so provides you with the perk. The choice is yours. Found a flaw in you. Plasma weakness. Getting burned too many times has made you susceptible to plasma damage. Plasma damage received plus 25%, 1 perk point. Let's do it. Let's see what it does. Perk. Let's see. Ammo stock and vendors. Tactical time dilation. Base health. When alone in party. Huh. Weapon armor duration loss. Let's go with... Let's do that. So now my weapons don't degrade as fast. I don't know what this does. Is this the That's a problem. I don't really know what does what here.
Here we go.
Oh, I think all of them are real. Oh, shit, and that guy? Shit. Okay. There we go. Where's the... Alright, perfect. Now I gotta use like melee weapons. Shotgun's not that great. So far, so crappy. Alright, so I don't really... I don't know which one does what here because they don't really say. Skill perks available. Alright, let's focus on this and then I'll worry about the skill perks here. Engineering, shut off steam release valves. There we go. Okay, so I shut off that. Nice. I don't know what these flywheel things do, but hopefully they do something. This is the thing, I don't know which side does what here for this stuff. Pretty all over the map. I'm guessing I don't have any clue where I am in the map. Oh, there we go. 4 of 6. Alrighty. Which one's this one? Maybe those open some doors for me? They didn't really say what they do. Corporate just sent a team of technicians. Just finished a routine maintenance. I don't feel like that gives me much. I could read that, but let's focus on finishing this mission. Borrowed a copy of Young Space Guide's Mechanical Engineering. I think it's volume 3. I need something to read down in the pit. C. Higgins. Let's see if I can get any ammo for, so I got some ammo. Not very much though. Unfortunately. So it doesn't get me anywhere. So I feel like I went through a lot of this already. Hit most of this. Oh, here we go. What's this? Terminal. Personnel files. Save any lockpicking stuff I have for if I run across anything else. I feel like I'd rather try and like open a door than worry so much about a little locker, even though I'm sure there's some good stuff in there. Freight engineer, few kindred spirits, small grave manor, avert the power. So I need, search the collectors. Alright, I need to find so that's the power diversion, but I want to see if I can find something for that dude down there to help him out. I kind of liked him. Even though he's a weirdo. Sorry guys, we're gonna have a lot of backtracking going on here because I just want to figure out how to get that mission complete for that dude. I feel like I kind of missed something here for him. See if we go back through some of these rooms if it helps out. I mean, I turned off the steam valves. I feel like, oh, here we go. This is going to be what helps me out. I feel like this is the room that's got what I need in it. I would hope at least. Let's see what this is. Workbench. Can we make the shotgun do more damage? I'm not going to mess around with these mods just yet. I'm going to wait on that. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do the mod. Let's see, what does this do? Ranged weapon. This modification electrically charges the chambered round immediately before firing. Upon impact, the round discharges, electrocuting the target. I'll hold off for now, actually. I'll mess around with that a little bit later. But first, I want to see if we can find anything out of this place. Looks like I found some more mods back here. Okay, so that turned off the steam. Hit those levers. I feel like I went through all this already. Yeah, I think I did a lot of this. It's hard. Of course, it does not work. I was fighting those losers all over here, so I didn't really get a chance to see if there was a... There we go. This will eventually help here. See if any of these other terminals. Nope. Alright, well I'm gonna go talk to this goofball again, see what I can figure out, and try and finish this quest. And we'll call it a session here. Let's see if we got anything for this guy here.
What's eating you? The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out.
Alright, well that didn't really answer my question, so... Let's see if I can get around here and figure something else out. Actually, I'm gonna go back down. Sorry guys, I'm backtracking like crazy, but I want to be able to try and find the next piece. Okay, so that's that portion. Let's try going up here to level 1. So this is the main entry where we were. That. See if I can find something out of here. Maybe there's one of these terminals I missed. Oh, I did this return terminal already. That's the end of the line there. There's this whole bay on the right. I think I missed this. Yeah, I missed this terminal. Go for this guy. Modify behavior. Let's see. Automechanical has been intruders. Define intruder. There we go. That would have been useful earlier on. I feel like at this point I've kind of killed all of them, so... But whatever. It's fun to mess around with. Wonder if I go talk to that guy if he'll give me some new info. Don't think I've been in here yet. See if we can get anything else out of these. Nope. This guy got anything? Nice. Extendo sight. Okay, I'll take that. Take that off your hands. No, it's not. Doesn't give me much from what I already got. How's my inventory? Oh, yeah. Companion ledger. Oop. Don't want to mess with those yet. Alright, well I finished the, updating the drone stuff for this guy, so let's see if this guy can escape. If he doesn't escape, I'm gonna bail. I'm gonna switch off the stuff. We're gonna get out of here. And let's see here. Come on now, there we go.
What's eating you?
Well, that's too bad. I mean, his info was helpful, but I mean, by the time you get all the way down here, it's like kind of already ready to go, so kind of killed just about all of them. Go up to the top level, get this thing sorted out, and swap out who's gonna get their power cut and who isn't. Oh, come on. Oh, it's over this way. It's hard to find the quest marker for this guy. So So it's on the 6th floor in there. And I'm on the... I'm on the 4th floor. So I'm on the 4th floor, gotta get to the 6th. I've already turned all this. Alright. Well, if there's any more enemies, at least they'll be toast. Wait, 25 out of 30. Might be able to change this with my lock picking here. Attack skills, hand, melee, lockpick. Oh, and I gotta have the... That's lame. Well, let's go with these perks real quick. I got 10 points available. All right. What do we want to change up here? There we go. Change that up. Let's mess around with tech. Leadership. Let's do one more for dialogue for fun. And one more for tech. Alright, we're going to make this guy exactly what he's supposed to be. So I did all my skills. Oh, so did I add them? Let's apply them. Let's do a perk. Which perk do we want here? Yeah, let's up my walk speed. I'm a mechanic, so I gotta be fast. Let's do this. I think this is back to the beginning. Yeah, alright. Well, we've done just about everything. Except for steal from more dead people. Cartridge. Alright, let's do this. Let's see if we can make this happen.
Once we do this, there's no going back.
That's what I heard.
Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Alright, well, we can cut off Edgewater's power, or we can go to Botanical Gardens between the two. I'm gonna have to say... Let's see. Emerald Vale Geothermal Plant at Spacer's Choice property. Plant status, what's that? Power is currently being distributed. But let's save right before this. And let's do this. Botanical Laboratory. Let's go with the Botanical Laboratory.
I can't stop thinking of Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now they got power, but what about the town? All those people. That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda. I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vickers says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one that ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. It just comes off cold to me, is all.
Well, cut off power to the main town. I'm going to go there and get as much equipment as I can before it's all gone. If Mr. Reed Thompson doesn't shoot my head off, but whatevs. Let's see here. Alright, now that we finish exploring all that, head out. Alrighty. Alright guys, well I'm going to call it here. I'm going to save this bad boy. And we'll end the stream right here on this portion of the gameplay. And so far, man, I'm really digging this game. It's awesome. A lot of dialogue though, which is good for an RPG. Combat is pretty good for, you know, this style of game. Again, a lot of these games are known for having clunky, somewhat awkward combat, and this game seems to be pretty good so far, although I'd hope to hopefully get some more assault rifle bullets, because this shotgun is kind of crap, but whatever, I'll figure that out later. Anyways guys, thanks again for joining me. I really appreciate you coming in and listening to the stream. This is like my second video, so you know, be easy on me, but I'll keep posting stuff. I'll try and post the original Outer Worlds Part 1 where I made the character. Again, thanks for joining me on this stream with some limited commentary gameplay. I'll be back with some more Outer Worlds, and then later on I'm going to be jumping into a different game since this is Random Play Games. Thanks again guys, I'll see you later. Good night.